Ryan Garcia's ongoing feud with Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions has once again erupted into public view, exposing deep cracks between one of boxing's most popular young stars and the promoter who helped build his career. What began as a promising partnership between Garcia and de la Hoya has turned into a bitter back and forth marked by frustration, mistrust, and conflicting visions for the fighter's future. The latest dispute reignited shortly after Garcia's loss to Rolly Romero earlier this year. Garcia, who later underwent hand surgery, revealed that he had entered the bout injured but felt pressured to fight regardless. In the aftermath, he expressed disappointment that Golden Boy did not fully support him through his recovery or in his calls for a rematch with Romero. "Oscar has no trust or belief in me," Garcia said. "He doesn't respect me as a fighter, and I don't think he ever believed I was capable of greatness. There's no loyalty, respect, or belief in that company anymore." According to Garcia, Golden Boy's treatment after the Romero fight made him realize how little faith his promoter had in his abilities. He claimed that instead of negotiating a rematch, de la Hoya made what Garcia described as the worst offer imaginable, and even considered giving the Romero fight to another fighter from the Golden Boy stable, Raul Curiel. For Garcia, that was the final straw. "They showed me their true colors," he said. "I have one more fight left with them, and after that, I'm done." This tension is not new. Garcia and de la Hoya's relationship has been rocky for several years. Back in 2021, when Garcia pulled out of a scheduled fight with Javier Fortuna citing mental health reasons, the promotional company released a lukewarm statement that fans perceived as lacking empathy. Later, disagreements surfaced over fight selection, broadcast rights, and contract obligations. Garcia even filed legal complaints questioning the terms of his Golden Boy deal. Though both sides publicly downplayed the conflict at the time, the trust between them never truly recovered. Oscar de la Hoya, for his part, has attempted to strike a diplomatic tone but has not held back his criticism of Garcia's demands. The Hall of Fame fighter-turned-promoter stated that a rematch with Romero makes no business sense, citing the first fight's modest pay-per-view returns and limited fan interest. "Ryan is talented, but boxing is a business," de la Hoya said. "We have to make fights that excite fans, not just fulfill personal grudges." He added that he preferred to explore fresh matchups, such as a potential fight between Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, which he believes could reignite Garcia's career on a bigger stage. Yet Garcia views those comments as proof that Golden Boy no longer prioritizes his interests. "They've never believed in me," he said. "I brought in millions of viewers, sold out arenas, and helped rebuild their brand when it was struggling. But when I needed them most, they weren't there." Garcia also admitted that he now understands the warnings former Golden Boy fighters, most notably Canelo Alvarez, once gave him about the company. Canelo famously had his own falling out with de la Hoya in 2020, accusing him of dishonesty and mismanagement before leaving Golden Boy to promote himself under a new arrangement. Behind the scenes, the relationship between Garcia and his promoter has been complicated by legal issues and competing agendas. Earlier this year, Garcia and Golden Boy were both named in a lawsuit from the streaming platform Fanmio, which claimed Garcia faked an injury to cancel a contracted exhibition fight in Japan. The ongoing legal dispute added more strain to an already fragile alliance. Sources close to Garcia say he feels trapped in a business partnership that has lost all mutual respect, while Golden Boy insiders insist that Garcia's impulsive behavior and frequent social media outbursts make him a difficult client to manage. Industry observers note that Garcia's star power remains undeniable despite the turmoil. His combination of speed, charisma, and massive online following makes him one of boxing's most marketable figures. However, critics argue that he has not yet delivered a defining win at the elite level, something that both fans and promoters have grown impatient waiting for. Still, Garcia insists that once his contract with Golden Boy expires, he will take full control of his career, possibly by partnering with another major promoter such as Eddie Hearn or by launching his own promotional brand. "Once this deal is over, I'll be free to make my own path," he said. "I'll fight whoever I want, whenever I want, and no one will tell me otherwise." The fallout between Garcia and de la Hoya also underscores a generational divide in boxing. De la Hoya came from an era where promoters held all the power and fighters relied on them for exposure. Today, Social media and digital platforms have shifted that balance, giving fighters like Garcia the ability to build their own audiences and negotiate from a position of strength. This evolution has led to frequent clashes between traditional promoters and modern athletes who value independence over long-term contracts. Despite the bitterness, both men may still have to cooperate for one final event. Garcia's contract reportedly requires one more fight under the Golden Boy banner before he can officially part ways. Negotiations are ongoing to determine who his next opponent will be, with names like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Isaac Cruz being floated as possibilities. Regardless of who he faces, Garcia is determined to use that fight as a statement, both inside the ring and to the boxing establishment that he feels has doubted him. "They'll see who the real Ryan Garcia is," he said. "I've carried this sport for years, and I'm just getting started." As for Oscar de la Hoya, he maintains that Golden Boy's focus remains on doing what's best for the sport. "Ryan has been a great part of our team, and I wish him the best," he said recently. But at the end of the day, boxing isn't about ego, it's about making the right fights for the fans. Whether that message will be enough to mend the rift remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that the once promising alliance between Ryan Garcia and Oscar de la Hoya is nearing its end, leaving fans wondering if boxing's Golden Boy has outgrown Golden Boy itself.